Yes, darling. It's very
My mom
leather.
was up in the lake.
Roar! 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 Are you scared? Did you wet your pants? Did you? Did you? Yes! Nobber has found his calling! Maybe not!
Badman. Maybe I could wear
Set
it
your
to dinner
worries
with
at
football. How else was I supposed to feel it?
Enjoy our new collection of luxury sleepwear. Neverwinter
Happy
nighties.
birthday to you! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday, dear! It isn't? Shoot. What did you think anyway? Can I be a good bard? Oh, I don't have one of those. Balls. Back to the Narbing board then.
No less than 2 maidens and a bachelor glorying as my...
I'd give up a kidney for a tour of the Steelwatch Foundry.
Let's go to Tom's Guns. She has the most...
If any of us would be so... Imagine seeing your watch of power for the first time.
You want past? Talk to Ellen.
Sorry, chum, can't let you through. Wyrm's Rock's closed for the day.
Not closed to Duke Older Ravengard's own son, surely.
You having a laugh, devil boy? I know Ravengard, and last I knew, his spawn wasn't sporting those horns. The joke's on you. No entry. That's the end of it. Valeria? Well, I'm not messing about with a murder inquiry for damn sure. Straight ahead across the bridge. A blind ogre couldn't miss it. I'm with you then.
What I wouldn't give to meet the Gondian who invented the steel
Let's go to
watch.
Tom's Guns. She has the...
Halt! We do not know how you gained entry, but your trespass shall not be punished. Lord Gortash has been expecting you.
The Watcher's presence fades, but another takes its place. Confident, dominant, commanding.
My most esteemed guest, we meet at last. I am Lord Enver Gortash. You are the prison bearer, slayer of the dread General Ketheric Thorm. I welcome you to Baldur's Gate, my city. Of course. My steel watchers are rather adept at keeping the peace, but not entirely suitable for polite conversation. Allow me to formally invite you to my inauguration. Make your way to the ceremonial hall.
Tash himself. Looks like finding him won't be so difficult after all.
Audience chamber.
What can I do for you?
What's on your mind?
All we can do is be
Better.
patient.
Lord Gortash
I
is
almost
expecting.
believe.
You heard anything about what it's like in the prisons? Actually, don't tell me. I don't want to know.
It's the waiting that's hard. If we could just talk to one of the fists, it would be as clear as day that we're not criminals.
Are they going to
I ain't saying nothing to nobody until I've had my trial.
No time to talk. I have clients to brief, and they're as sharp as spoons. This one more time.
He wasn't even hurt.
Pretend I'm a fifth.
Oh, leave it out. I've got a trial coming up, and I need to rememberize my lines.
You've been saying that for ages.
This is the armory, not a bloody open house. Fists only. Now clear off. Trade? Do I look like a shopkeeper? This equipment isn't for sale. It belongs to the Flaming Fist. Can't believe they put that mindless metal Mrag in my armory. Steel watchers. Stupid thing'll probably decapitate me for cleaning the bloody mace rack. Finally, someone who sees sense. Strong folk wielding strong blades. That's what keeps folk safe. Not those glorified golems. I don't have anything fancy, but you're welcome to take a look. Stay sharp, stranger. In these times, all we can trust are the blades in our hands.
Patient is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
The Flaming Fist don't stand for trouble. So stay out of it, yeah?
Are they going to arrest us? They throw us in jail.
They say Gortash won't be king, but that pomp upstairs sure sounds like a coronation.
Is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience
That's why
chamber.
nothing's gonna happen to us. We'll tell them what happened, and we'll be home in no time.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
More tremors.
The brain appears to be resisting its masters. It's acting of its own will.
Ready and willing.
Lord Gortash is expecting you.
Cult army on the march, killer on the loose, and Mistress Dorenbold still drags me hither and thither.
Hush! Patriarchs are upstairs. Lord Janeth could call for me at any moment.
You hear? My lady says Absolute's army's on the march. There's watchers. We'll hold the line. You best believe.
If it isn't little Will, straight to your handler. And I didn't even have to whistle.
Miss Aura, I've had enough. You owe your life to me. Time to end the pact.
Feeling cheeky, are we? Most unbecoming. Heard about your father. The Absolute's puppet. A damned travesty, if you ask me. He's upstairs in Wyrm's Rock, ordaining Gortash as Archduke. A splendid party, I hear. Perfect for crashing. Go on up. We'll talk after.
Look, I'm all for Gortash, but those clankers, they don't sit right with me.
Because they do your job better than you and without complaining. It is unnerving.
Imagine where we'd be without them. The city would be overrun. They're all that's keeping this cult at bay.
He has a point. They make people feel safe, if nothing else.
Ha! You hear this? Tell my friends how safe you feel with those metal giants stamping about. You've been reading too many picture books.
Lord Gortash himself is the one pulling their strings. We're all better off for it.
Hell's hallows. The ceremony's gone on for days, seems like.
Your mouth. Ravengard is a legend. Ravengard is a charlatan.
Go on up. Pay Gortash a visit. A fate to remember, I guarantee.
Master Porter, I've taken the liberty of... Oh, you're not the master. Just as well.
Lord Gortash is expecting.
You're free to explore. Within reason.
Sorry, these dukes are working me to the bone.
What? Every duke's just a...
Head up, chest out. Lord Portier could descend any moment.
Lord, Archduke, God. I'll call Gortash what he wants, as long as Lord Chattershield pays me for all this waiting around.
Bruff's babbling, no time to talk.
Lady Agatha says the Absolute's army won't be causing trouble for Gortash. Or for us.
I'm not sure I believe her.
I'll be my old fishing spot. Spent more than a few summer-tide days here.
And did young Will ever catch anything?
Only a few head colds and a tongue lashing from my worried father.
Something over there. That's curious.
I'm a large man, and that's a very small hole.
Is expecting
As exhausting as all that boot is.
Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Could go for a good meal.
Away from Waterdeep.
The pride of the gate. As one does.
I applaud your taste.
Good find.
Nasty surprise. Caution is warranted here.
I'll see what I can do.
No rest for the wicked, I see.
What is it this time?
Lord Gortash is expecting you.
The gods truly...
Please make your way to the audience chamber.
You're a sight for sore eyes, even now. Fine. What's on your mind?
Have you seen the tieflings at the south gate? Elturel's exiles, cast out by their own city. The precious hero liberated them from one hell only to trap them in another.
Shut your mouth! Ravengard is a legend.
Ravengard is a charlatan, like every last patriarch of this wretched city.
Kinspeople, Baldurians, and dearest Duke Ravengard, thank you for joining me on this exceptional day.
It's him. Gortash. This is it. I can practically taste his blood from here.
My father's here, Karlach. Cool your fires. He must not come to harm.
So we bide our time. But make no mistake, that monkey is mine.
A moment, please, my friends. An old acquaintance has come to pay her respects. Please, Karlach, come and say a proper hello.
My respects! You're lucky I've agreed not to shove my boot up your...
Ah, how I've missed your colourful turns of phrase. We must catch up just as soon as I've had words with your little friend. As for you, I understand congratulations are in order. Thorm's defeat hasn't gone unnoticed. You're known for who you are and for that netherstone that you carry. The quakes are a clear warning. If nobody steps in soon, it'll free itself from the authority of the crown. I expect it'll start with turning the Sword Coasts infected. You among them. That prism of yours won't last indefinitely. Next, the grand design. The Mind Flayer Empire reborn. If we're lucky, we'll become slaves. If we're unlucky, well, not the most thrilling of prospects, but it's a fate that can be avoided. If you and I come to an understanding, together we can still restore authority over the brain.
Of course. Gortash always did have an eye for opportunity.
It's not, but it will not follow new orders unless the Netherstones are united to give the command. When it finishes executing its current orders, it will be free to do as it wishes. That will be bad for everyone. The Crown's magic turned the brain into something the world has never seen. A nether brain. Its power is immense. Once it is freed from its shackles, I doubt we'll ever be able to bring it under control again. There's an old wisdom. A brittle alliance can never be mended. It can only break. With Ketheric gone, Orin proved treacherous. Baal's chosen wants the Netherstones for herself. She only cares for blood. And your blood and mine are of particular interest to her. Orin changes shape faster than you and I change clothes. You know, she's tricked you before. She's targeted me as well. I'm well protected, but she's extremely good at what she does. If Orin obtains all 3 Netherstones, she'll plunge the coast into chaos and paint the city in blood. I can't let that happen. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth. I'd like to propose a pact, a divine oath sworn upon spirit and flesh. I do no harm to you, nor you to me. Furthermore, you'll have nothing to fear from my steel watch while our pact stands. Thorm's stone is yours to keep. When you slay Orin and take her stone, you bring it here, so the 3 are united once again. Together we rule Faerun as kings. No, more than kings. Gods. We rule as the absolute.
And my father?
Your father will do whatever you command him to, like any other subject in our kingdom. What do you say? Shall we be allies?
I can detect no deceit. This alliance could serve us well. And if it does not, well, we need not honor it.
Let's be allies, said the viper to the frog.
Gortash's eyes blink in a consistent rhythm. He stands calmly, confidently. He fully intends to share his kingdom with you.
Perhaps a demonstration of why you need my help will motivate you to make the right decision. Your camp is compromised. One among you is an imposter, a faceless. Who, I can't say. I'd suggest a thorough investigation. You'll find I speak the truth.
An imposter? But who in the hell's...
The faceless in your camp is like a knife at your throat. Remove it quickly, or any alliance between us would be exceedingly short-lived. Even horror has a home. find her nest and slay her there. For all its charms, Baldur's Gate has long had a cancer at its heart. A hidden temple devoted to Baal. That's where Orin became what she is, where she worshipped and schemed. And now, it's where she hides from my watchers, when she's not spilling blood in the streets. You're resourceful. I trust you'll sniff it out. If the trail goes cold, follow the bodies. Orin is elusive, shall we say. The grip of the steel watch may be tight, but sand still slips through its fingers. And some conflicts are best resolved quietly. The people are cattle, obedient until panicked. You carry the stone plucked from Merkel's chosen. Besides, I'm not ready to call you enemy. At least not yet. First, Orin the Red, bloody dagger of Baal, causes panic in the streets through killings in the Absolute's name. Next, the threat of the Absolute's monstrous armies formed by Merkel's general, Ketheric Thorm. In such circumstances, people crave strong leaders. Leaders that bring law, order, and protection. Leaders like me, Bane's unyielding hand, author of justice. You are soon to witness the people of Baldur's Gate granting me complete power over them, all out of fear of the Absolute. Next, we will declare curfew and begin infecting the masses. Our subjects will hear the voice of their absolute God. The faithful will do anything in the name of their God. Powerful connections. Let's leave it at that. More importantly, just. Now, come, be witness as I make history as the first Archduke of Baldur's Gate. You will follow me, and you will show due respect. Distinguished dukes, patriarchs, dearest Ravengard, I will heed your call. A new chapter begins.
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Balduran's blade to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without?
I swear.
Swearest thou true faith and fealty to the same, by word, deed, and decree, so that none may suffer?
I swear.
Gathered guests, grant ye consent? Enver Gortash, the Council appoints you Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
My friends, the steel watch stands ready. Let its blade fall on any who would diminish our city. And you, honored guest, will find me in my office above when you return. Do not come empty-handed. Dearest Karlach, I'd busy myself finding Orin if I were you. I'll still be here for any unfinished business once you've secured your camp.
That's it? That's all you have to say to me?
Were you hoping for something else? A word of wisdom? A hug?
Thanks to you, I don't hope for things anymore. I just take whatever it is I want. See you soon, motherfucker.
You most certainly will. Kill Orin and take her Netherstone. Find me in my office upstairs when it's done, and do not return until it is done. Let this be my one warning.
Truest of souls, bathed in her light.
There is a fleeting connection. Your parasite communes with his, then falls quiet.
Father, my dearest boy, the hells have touched you, but you've come to me just as Gortash said you would. A true soul, no less. Father and son, unstoppable generals. You and your allies will usher in a new dawn. Why do you say this? Only the shadows would name the sun a tyrant. Faerun suffers in darkness. Tyr has abandoned us. Helm's Eye has strayed. But Baldur's Gate will soon burn bright, a beacon to light the heavens. And it will be Gortash who ignites the final spark.
No. This isn't him. This is the tadpole talking.
For a brief moment, uncertainty clouds his mind, then dissipates. The astral prism vibrates in concord.
What nonsense is this?
The prism quivers once more. Ravengard falters.
As I said, Baldur's Gate will ascend. Torill's first and only grand city.
First comes a vision of terror. The city of Baldur's Gate taken by Lithids. But beyond the terror, there is hope. You see a beaming Ravengard presiding over the sunlit city, applauded by the people. A people at peace.
The true Ravengard is still clinging on somewhere in that mine. It might not be too late for him.
Have we finished then? Help me. Ah, the Black Widow caught you in her web. Floric chose shadow over light. Her betrayal burned deeper than the fires of Avernus. She's been punished for her lies. Don't let her get to you.
Punished? Gods. Don't want to imagine what that entails. Maybe there's still time to find her.
I stilled her tongue. That's the end of the matter.
Within Ravengard's memories, you find Councillor Floric. She is confined in a cell, right here in Wyrm's Rock.
The sun rises, true soul. Are you ready?
So there you have it. Lord Enver Gortash in all his glory. What did you make of him? Yeah. Fucker always had expensive taste. I don't know how anyone in this hall could fall for this charade. Isn't it obvious what a chancer he is? And they expect these big metal monsters to tuck them in at night while the Absolute knocks on the gates. If only they knew the truth. The Dead Three orchestrated all of this. And it's working. I wish this city, the people running it, were smarter than me. Gortash isn't their salvation. He's the monster at the gate.
Incredible. To hear my father's voice speak those words, like a stranger wrapped in his flesh. But there's still a glimmer of him in there, calling for release. I feel it. I know it. I won't let the Absolute keep him. This is my pledge.
Ravengard has not once failed this city. If he trusts Gortash, then so do I.
The Steel Watch has made an impenetrable fortress out of the Sword Coast crown jewel. I can't think of a better endorsement for Gortash than that.
Queen Vlakith. Skra!
You are a Charlotte, and still you speak my name.
I've seen the captive Orpheus with my own eyes. Spoken to Gestil Kithrak Voss. You lied to us. Enslaved us.
The betrayer Voss lies! I have only a moment, and you, Hasharlak, will listen. We are Githyanki. We move mountains. We snuff out stars. We shake the plains. The traitor Voss has lied to you. The heretic prince would shatter us in an instant. The great dominion shrunk to the head of a pin.
Can this be true? Is the Githyanki prince really a threat to his own people? Or simply a challenge to Vlakith's rule?
Return to the astral prison. Slay Orpheus the Pretender. Serve me, and I will ascend you. You will be no mere warrior, nor Kithrak. You will be Barta Vlakith, commander of dragons. My only, my chosen. A final chance. Kneel before me. Make your promise.
Lae'zel's thoughts become yours. The sight of Orpheus looms over her mind. Voss's words echo within it. She means to forever turn her back on Vlakith.
I gave you my faith, and you called me traitor. I gave you my life, and you ordered your knights to hunt me. I have witnessed too much, and you have given me too little. Finally, I can see. Orpheus will live, and I will hear his creed. This is my word.
Your word is nothing. You are nothing. The Kithraki will bring you. I will tear your flesh from your bones and devour your skull's marrow while you beg for death. I will consume you. I will unmake you.
Nice place you have here, little rabbit. Could use a few more trophies, perhaps. I'll keep this short or my absence will be noted. You need the Orphic Hammer, and I know where you need to look. The House of Hope, our mutual friend Raphael's abode. There's a Diabolist named Halsik in the lower city. Find her, and she'll take it from there. I love a good hunt, and the best hunts keep things sporting. Besides, you freed me from the tune. Forget I was ever here, but remember what I said. See you around. Maybe.
Soldier, my engine. It hurts. I think this might be it. Soon. Things burning hotter than I knew it could. But look, we've just about made it to the city. That'll do me. Let's go protect it. Whatever happens after that is between me and the so-called gods. With this heat going, I can't spare the energy to think. I just want to enjoy whatever's left of this life of mine. Anyway, it could be worse. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, with who I'm meant to be with. How many people can say that?
Damn! It can't have been easy for Lae'zel to stand up to Vlaakith like that. But there's nothing that woman can't do.
We just played host to an undying queen. Oh, and that's without our fine silverware. Lae'zel has courage turning her back on a lifetime's belief. As for us, best we stay out of interplanar politics, I think. Orpheus is on his own. But should great Vlaakith come to settle a score with Lae'zel, well, I might be convinced to kill her. Undying or not. She was very loud.
So, it seems that Vlaakith is Lae'zel's queen no longer. That took no small amount of backbone.
So, Lae'zel's finally seen the light and turned on her mistress. It took a little time, but she got there. Though it's not over yet. Masters rarely let their slaves go without a fight.
Hi. I met you could...
Yes! We can play one of...
But,
It is done. There is no going back. As long as the Undying Queen reigns, I am never to soar unbound over the astral sea, never to cross the one in the void. As it should be.
Better a short life built on truth than immortality woven of lies. Better to unite the Githyanki under a prince who would free their minds and honor their bodies.
So why do I feel so bitter?
Vlaakith has upended Lae'zel's whole existence. Everything she knew to be true, every plan and aspiration she ever held has been painfully ripped away. Lae'zel's bitterness is born of sadness. She is mourning the loss of the person she once was, and can never be again.
you've come to know me. But in truth, she didn't take everything. I have what I have gathered for myself. I'm more to a new regent, a new land, and new allies. Vlaakith cannot unmake she who no longer exists. And so, from the old battle cries is birthed another. Shma Salar Orpheus, Ma Stilna Fortune in Yeri. Orpheus's will above all. May the comet blaze my path forward. Orpheus's freedom is my want and my need. To deny his freedom would be to deny my own. There will come a time when I can think about myself beyond the Lich Queen who enslaves the Githyanki and the prince who would liberate them. But that time won't come until the Prince of the Comet flies again. We take the Orphic hammer from Raphael's lair. Orpheus Tavki Nazin. Make space, and my might is yours. Good.
Vlaakith's a fearsome one. The sort it's hard to say no to. But Lae'zel said it anyway, to her immense credit. She's choosing truth. She's choosing freedom. For her, for Orpheus, for the Githyanki people. I wish I knew a good Githyanki cheer to celebrate the occasion, but the only gift phrases I've picked up are the sweary sort.
Can't afford to stay idle.
At the ready.
A hero at heart.
way to the nearest library.
What can I do for you, my... I would, but you have so many friends. Well... Trust no one.
Salutations.
I didn't think I'd live to see the day when Lae'zel turned her back on Vlaakith. But all things considered, good for her.
If our traveling companions continue to make poor choices, we will soon have every god in this plane and the next hunting us. Lae'zel risks everything with her childish rebellion.
He is rather fond of himself. If he truly intends to be the savior of Baldur's Gate, perhaps he has reason to be. True. His mistake was choosing the wrong allies. Ketheric was reliant on his god instead of his own strength, and Orin does not understand power and control. Only blood. Perhaps you should rule in his place. Your choice of allies is exemplary, after all. Together, we can teach this city to fear us. And that is just the beginning. When we have all three Netherstones and control the Elder Brain, all of Faerûn will have reason to fear us.
You smell very delicious.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
I shall be here in my camp for as the...
You have my attention.
Keeping very well, I hope?
Yes?
How did you? Oh, it's you. I must have let my mind wander. Enough for you to wander in. Forgive me. I am drained. Ever since you killed Ketheric and took his netherstone, the Chosen's control of the brain has been brittle. Its rebellion against Orin and Gortash has been fierce, even as it executes their final orders. Once those orders are complete, there is a good chance it will break free.
You feel the Emperor's fear as if it were your own. An elder brain enslaved is one thing. An elder brain unleashed will be the end of everything.
Beautiful. isn't it? The mighty Prince Orpheus, contained in submissive slumber. Come. You may as well sit a while, now that you are here. Your company isn't unwelcome. You are correct. I should be. I'm haunted by memories. They are relentless. I can think of nothing. No one else. Duke Stelmane, or Belin, as I knew her. I wasn't ready for her death. You thought you were my first ally. Far from it. I have long sought the allyship of others. It is the only way to succeed. Though my relationship with Belin was different from my relationship with you. In life, she was my business partner, back when we ran the Knights of the Shield. A difficult task for a mind flayer. Duke Stelmane trusted me, and the city trusted her. I conceived the plot, but Belin took center stage. It was she who met with the merchants, politicians, and patriarchs. It was she who negotiated deals and signed off on agreements. Her rooms played host to the most important conversations in the city. Together, we brought order to chaos. At its height, everything that happened in that city went through the shield. Through us. I could not have done any of it without her. Just as I cannot do any of this without you. But now, she is gone. I appreciate your understanding. What I feel is deeper than superficial cures can reach. And not entirely unwelcome. Most people think that mind flayers are soulless husks who feel nothing. I am glad you are not most people. Shown me great empathy. We are closer now. Close enough, I hope, that I can ask you to reconsider your position regarding your physical form. I know it is no easy choice for you, but we will have a far better time ridding the city of Gortash if you accept just a touch of illithidness. Not to mention the Elden Rain itself. Our chances against it greatly improve the more illithid we both are. Another quake. The brain is rebelling again. What I feel is deeper than superficial cures can reach, and not entirely unwelcome. Most people think that mind flayers are soulless husks who feel nothing. I am glad you are not most people. You have shown me I know not another quake.
I do not understand why the matrons, sorry, patriarchs of the city do not open their gates to the refugees. I was not suggesting they be allowed to roam free. They should be put to work. The city needs laborers and fodder to protect it. Yes. And if they work hard enough for long enough, the city might allow them to earn their freedom one day. Let's rehearse.
You've got something to say? I'd love to join, but I don't think there's a... Ready and...
Are they going to arrest us?
What did I tell you? A momentous occasion. I'm sure you agree.
I've had enough, Mizora. What do you want?
Your attention, little pup. Nothing more. And you'll be glad to give it. You see, Gortash has had your father relocated. I'm just an impartial observer. This is Gortash's game. A murderous one, the way I hear it.
Shit.
Your dad's good as dead, pup. And to think, there's no way to save him. Or is there?
You know something.
I know enough. I'll be in your camp if you want to work something out.
Of course she'd stick her infernal nose where it doesn't belong. Of course she's dreamt up some risible scheme. By all the hounds of the hells, what is she planning? Certainly not. But she's as inevitable as Toril's path around the sun. We'll have answers soon enough. Mizora's gone to camp. We should speak with her. Until then, may my father keep safe, whatever coop he's been flown to. Mind flayers are like devils. They just sport tentacles rather than wings. Clever, manipulative, exploitative. The Emperor says he's a friend. I think we'd be fools to believe him. Maybe it's true. Maybe Stelmane allied with a mind flayer and subjected the city to their political will. Or maybe he made an offer she couldn't refuse.
I'm not sure.
Will ought to know what happened with Mizora. Whatever she has in store for him can't be good.
Just dust on
A devil will come for her due. Mizora is no different. Whatever it is she comes to offer, whatever choice Will makes, someone will suffer. Count on it.
I could...
What harm? She's little.
But...
I don't relish the idea of Mizora visiting our camp, let alone offering us anything resembling a... When the devils start approaching you, you know you're in deep. Perhaps if you lost a follower in that case...
Mizora schemes with Will's very freedom. He deserves to know what she is up to.
Mizora. I'd take anything she says with a grain of salt. But with her claws as deep in our business as they are, I guess we can't ignore her completely.
I had no wish to lose Will, but my, it would have been nice to flush her into the colony's flesh pit.
What fun I would have if I could play with Will, as Mizora does.
Fate spins along as it should. Dost thou require a new ally? The girl has left to hew her own path. She left you a letter. Thou couldst read it, or thou couldst not. Such is the way of autonomy. Hast thou other business?
Raven Guard's a hero. Elturel would still be stuck in the Helms if it weren't for him.
Have you seen the tieflings out by the Ring City?
Poetry is torture. Your master's quite clever, Astarion. Don't you agree?
You and I have very different definitions of clever.
I spoke to a witness who says you entered the house before the fire started.
What is it this time?
To us. We'll tell them what happened, and we'll be home in no time.
Entered the house before the fire started.
You've been saying that for ages, and we're still here. What are they waiting for?
What my friend means to say is that the witness must have been...
I don't know, dear. I don't know. All we can do is be patient.
I almost believed you this time.
Are they going to arrest us?
Let's rehearse this one
What if they throw us in jail?
Pretend I'm a fist. And
Calm
tell me
down,
what you
dear.
were doing in
It
the
won't
house.
happen, I swear.
Oh, I can't really graze that Pete's the art. He wasn't even hurt.
That's why nothing's gonna happen to us. We'll tell them what happened.
Elminster's not
and we'll be
around,
home in no
so
time.
might as well.
I spoke to a witness who says you entered the house before the
You've been
fire
saying that for
started.
ages, and we're still here.
What now?
A little chicanery. Too easy. Thank you.
I'm not paid to chat. Huh?
Stay on my good side, yeah?
On your way. May Lord Gortash provide. If I must. Little fingers. Feel intent.
You're too late. It's over. The Steel Watch happened. I came seeking allies to our cause. Watchers spotted me, dragged me to Alder Ravengard's husk, empty as a stare. A tadpole's puppet. Nothing more. He's spoken accusations. Apostasy, conspiracy, sedition. I'll be executed in 5 dawns. When the people need a miracle, you cannot wait for the gods to answer. Alder's words. I'd almost forgotten. No more sulking. I know what to do. Unlock my cell. Escort me out of Wyrm's Rock. I'll seek out my connections. When the city streets shatter, you'll want their blades. Hurry.
How delicious. Easy. All right. A wizard, not a cat burglar.
This is far enough. The way should be clear. I can't thank you enough for getting me out of that damned prison. And for giving me courage when I'd all but run out. I will travel to the upper city. Find what allies I can. You won't fight the coming battle alone.
Lovely day, this. For now.
let's rehearse this one more time. Pretend I'm a fist and tell me what you were doing in the house.
Well, your fistliness, we broke down the door because it sounded like somebody was in trouble inside.
That's why nothing's gonna happen to us. We'll tell them what I heard a curious sound in the night. What would you know about that, Shadowheart?
Lady Shah permits me to plead ignorance.
I ask not of Lady Shah, but of you and your paramour.
I haven't the faintest idea what you mean. Perhaps a cat pounced on its prey.
Best behavior around here. Understood?
Don't cause any trouble, all right? It's not worth it.
What? Oh, what are you doing in here? You're not a fist. Go on, get out, or I'll wake the others. Who do you think you are? Eh? You can't just accuse someone of being a thief. You've got no business being in here, so just clear off.
I find the locals' fascination with the beach is but a conspiracy for prudes to leer at each other unquestioned. Why does anyone bother wearing swim garments at all?
I'm nodding.
No distractions.
Admitted to the city must surrender. All livestock is now the council for the duration of the ongoing will result in imprisonment and, if necessary, more severe punishment.
We lost most of our herd to wolves on the way here. We've got almost nothing left. And you want to take that from us?
Move along. I've got my hands full enough without gawkers.
You must agree, this is ludicrous. How are we meant to survive without our livelihoods?
My herd are dairy goats. I bet they're going to slaughter them, the poor things.
Deceit will not be tolerated.
Oh, and what are you gonna do? Check under my skirt for any stray? Are they gonna pay us for the animals they take? Like elves they are!
My husband's still in the outer city with the few cows we have left. How am I going to tell him we have to give them up?
Any complaints will be handled after you turn your animals over to the care of the Ducal Council.
good is that gonna do us? How are we gonna support ourselves, huh?
Don't distract me. It's all I can do to stay balanced. Tempest, help me. A monk. Could you please take a vow of silence until I'm done here? You know, so I can center myself.
If you're here to report something, don't bother. The Fist don't give a damn.
The thugs are getting bolder. My husband's been mugged twice this month, if you can believe it. You be safe out there. Can't trust a damn soul.
Greetings, citizen.
Distract the gauntlet, will ya? I think she's set on killing me.
If you have a problem, speak to one of the other Fist. A rabid warg organised this inventory, judging by the mess they've left me.
I like your look. You've seen battle, shed some blood. Could show these softies here how it's done.
I wonder if I could free some. There's more flaming thugs on the streets than ever.
Hey, good looking. Behave yourself, yeah? I'd hate to see someone as pretty as you in cuffs.
Damn shame.
About time. The Manip assured me a builder would come around a 10-day ago, and hold it. You're not the builder. Which means I've got no use for you. Hooligans at the Mermaid have been using my shutters for target practice. And that's not the half of it. I've had to replace the same window 3 times now, not to mention the mess they've made of my front door. Now either you learn to fix my broken shutters, or you wag your tongue elsewhere. Forgive me.
Keep crime reports short. Do not waste our time with frivolous issues.
Asked me to come here. Don't you remember?
Yes. I mean, no, I mean...
Are you drunk? Is that what this is?
Of course not. Simply tell me why you're here.
How many times do I need to say it? You sent word about a lead, said that I should come see you about it.
Of course, madam. Let me just... Forgive me, why are you here?
Is this some kind of sick joke? Do you have any idea what I've been through these past few days? My daughter Vanra, my little girl, she's missing. This stupid, useless Fist said she had a lead, but she must have been sucking Dream Mist or something.
Madam, tell me. You said... she was... taken from a tavern?
Yes. The blushing mermaid down by the docks. I told you 100 times. Why aren't you listening?
By order of Lord
forgive me. Of course.
Is this some kind of sick?
Madam, tell me.
Yes, the blushing mermaid down by the.
By order of Lord.
Don't distract me. It's all I can do to stay balanced. Temp.
One with the weave.
Hold it. You're not the builder. Hooligan. And that's not. Now either you.
Is this some kind of sick?
Madam.
You catch the barest tendrils of magic coiled around the flaming fist.
Yes, the blushing mermaid down by the docks. I told you 100 times. Why aren't you listening?
Someone or something has tampered with her memory.
What were we discussing?
What's happening? I feel like I'm going mad.
Nonsense, I'm fine. Madam, tell me why you're here, and I will assist.
God, you're right. Something's wrong with her. Can you help me? I've no family, and Vanra's father isn't around. The flaming fist was my last resort. I'm so afraid. I'm so tired. I've been looking night and day everywhere I could. Her name is Vanra. She's 7 years old and has red hair, like me. We were in the Blushing Mermaid when she was taken. Just up by the docks. No, unless you count a couple of old drinking mates at the next table. But they'd be no help. They barely remember their own names. We were sober, though. I swear, I stop in the maid for a drink sometimes. But it was only a quick one. And of course, the front of house, Bosun Gannet was there, and the owner of the Blushing Mermaids, Captain Grizzly. Neither lifted a finger to help me look. It was awful. Thank you. I'll head home. Can't stand being around these idiots any longer. Come find me the moment you hear anything.
Blaise Portier is perfectly fine. She's simply under tremendous pressure. There's nothing to worry about.
I apologize for the hassle that woman caused. Such time wasters and troublemakers are a plague on the Flaming Fist.
Cooking as fast as I can. Those fists have got bottomless bellies, I swear.
Quiet day, mostly. Don't go spoiling it.
Hello? Hello?
Don't go looking for trouble.
That's curious.
Eyes front and keep your nose clean, newcomer. A noose and a short drop is how we deal with troublemakers. By then, it will be too late. I can't help the dead, but I can warn the living. Stay the path and obey the law, and you have nothing to fear.
I told you you should have added pictures.
One day at a time.
Oh, you. I know you. How delightful to meet in person. Though you're shorter than I expected. My name's Estra Stir, journalist. I speak to the people of Baldur's Gate so our readers don't have to. I work for the greatest broadsheet in this storied city. It's my job to know who is who. I imagine you'll be becoming quite familiar with it soon. You are, after all, the star of the next Baldur's Mouth Gazette. If I told you, you'd lose the fun of reading it yourself. It's our juiciest edition in an age bound to get everyone talking about you. Darling, we can't let the readers decide what the content is. We've editors for that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've really said rather too much and written rather too little. Good day.
failure to do so.
Sandals! Sandals! Where's my sandals?
Hello? Does anyone want to buy a gazette? I don't know how. I'm only 6. It's okay. Do you...
The printing block has never been so hot! Sandals! Sandals! Where's my sandals? It's all here in the Baldur Gazette!
I'm afraid your piece hasn't... Let's take it one day at a time, eh? You might feel different. Thank Helm we made such good time. The army of the Absolute are back. Certainly encourages a brisk pace.
Don't get too comfortable. It's only a matter of time before the army of the Absolute gets here.
Sorry about the pong. We've been on the road for more than a 10-day.
Let her go.
Just back off! She goes into the cliff, unless Lord Gortash tells us otherwise.
One blow! One blow and she drops like she's dead. Maybe she is.
Used to think those things were going to make me feel safer.
What did she even do? I bet nobody knows. I didn't see her do anything wrong.
Feeling down here busted her skull.
The citizen is unconscious.
I don't like this. I don't like the look in some of their eyes.
These street trash need to watch their tone. I don't tolerate disrespect.
If all these folks can just keep their shit together, maybe nobody else will get hurt. Maybe.
Come on. At least let us take her to a doctor. My friend's Nathan. Let her go.
Mistress Likeness.
Divine protectors of Baldur's
It's been some time since I stood before her in a place like this.
Shield our people from the depredations of the absolute heretics. Bless them with the strength to endure. You have a scent of the weave about you. I perceive you're a cleric of Mystra. You have come far, I perceive. How may I serve you this day? My purpose is to connect every soul with their divine patron. How could I do that if I couldn't distinguish what deities they serve? I am Vicar Humbletoes, guardian of the Stormshore Tabernacle. I keep the peace in this sacred place and guide those in need. Of course, my child, within limits. Behold my wares.
There's no time to waste.
all I have the magic touch.
Welcome. You have come far, I perceive. Ha! That is no surprise, Holy One. You have entered the Stormshore Tabernacle. Here, clerics may commune with their gods, and even hear their responses, if they are so favored. I am also granted the power to provide holy resurrection through sales of revivification scrolls. Of course, my child. Within limits. Behold my wares.
This altar isn't dedicated to a single god, but instead acts as a conduit to many. Your god is one of many, and in this place you sense a spark of its mighty divine flame. It reads, "Show your devotion with an offering in your god's name. Blessings may follow." The gods are ready to receive your joyful donation. The gods are ready to receive your donation. The gods are ready to receive your sacrifice. The gods are ready to receive your joyful donation. The gods are ready to receive your donation. The gods are ready to receive your joyful donation. You see an altar dedicated to Helm the Watcher is a guardian god. Make your donation to him and you'll likely feel more vigilant, more resilient to the unexpected. You see an altar dedicated to Tyr, the blind god, offers justice to all, innocent and malefactor alike. The law dictates. His unseeing eyes are a testament to the lawful life he lived and what it cost him. Make a sacrifice out of your own pocket and you may yet be blessed. Your offering is accepted, but more evidence of devotion is required. You see an altar dedicated to Salute. An inscription reads, "Trust in the purity of my life." Your scholarship of religion tells you.
Seluna, had life turned out differently, I might have been kneeling in prayer here.
Mistra's idol stands before you as silent as the goddess herself. You're not sure what you expected. After all, she's not deigned to speak with you for some time. If your refusal to detonate the orb did not get her attention, perhaps pursuing the crown will.
On the list.
You really won't feel it.
Still can't fathom that they hang folk in this city. Those gallows get more use than some temples. Every 10 day, I write into the Baldur's mouth about it, and every edition fails to mention it. Pathetic.
What? It's not good to bottle things up.
Come to have a go.
An air of decay hangs over the stooped beggar's form. The smell of rot, the smell of death.
Gold first. Then you can hit me.
Your divine power focuses on the beggar, revealing the magic that sustains him. This man is a corpse, a zombie.
Plenty. Lots of angry people in this city. No one else to take it out on. Go on. You seem like you've something pent up. So, you having a go or not? Then move!
Keep a blade close. With pleasure.
Let me work my magic.
Head hacked clean off and made to watch. Twisted vision. Gods, even dribbled pelvis was severed. This joke's can't have been that bad.
And so are its people! We must cleanse this! Faerun's impotent godlings have failed to staunch!
And how do you propose we do that?
We grasp the net.
We've got no choice. We have to do what he says.
Listen and submit to the mistress of disease.
Oh, gods. He's spouting a load of crap. Don't waste your time.
Sometimes I wonder if my own things are still there. They could be of use to you.
Among us.
Found anything interesting in today's broadsheet?
Gortash, an archduke. Saw him once at a distance. Looked like too much of a pipsqueak to fill those boots.
Something juicy in the Gazette.
I would love to have seen Gortash's coronation, but I would have to have skipped the after feast. I'm on a strict diet.
You want the who's who and the what's what? Speak to Karis. She's always got the best goss. None of it's been wrong yet.
Broadsheet.
Now don't believe anything Kate over there tells you. She's an awful liar.
Vincent here is a wastrel and a scapegrace, but he does amuse me.
When I think about the poor refugees starving in Rivington, I could just weep. I believe I'll drown my tears in another brandy.
These days, it's hard to tell if I'm reading the Baldur map or Gortash's diary.
The broadsheet isn't that bad.
Welcome, traveller. Remember,
This ain't the blushing mermaid. It's the elf song. So behave yourself. That's right. And a lonely job it is too. When you're the muscle, no one thinks about your heart. Very funny. Go on inside. They're looking for comedians.
Tears balls. Just lost the best job I ever had. Easy work in the upper city. But you don't care. And why should you? Sorry I said anything.
On days like this, I miss the forest. I used to scamper amongst my woodland friends, if you can believe it. Here, not a squirrel in sight.
The service here is worse than ever. What do you have to do to get a drink around here?
Afternoon.
Well, well, look what the bugbear dragged in. Can't believe we both made it to the city, and with our limbs attached. We did, didn't we? Never thought I'd begrudge being alive. Alas, I've got nothing in my pockets but lint and disappointment. Back in the Grove, I'd have taken you up on that. But my situation has changed somewhat. So how about this? Alan puts swill in the bottles, but I know where he keeps the good stuff. Here. You saw nothing. You heard nothing. I need to get back to work before Alan throws a fit. But stick around. You brighten the place up. What can I get you? Make it as easy as possible and leave a big tip. Thanks. Check the roof. But you didn't hear that from me. Enjoy.
Of course I heard about it. That puffed up parvenu, Gortash, an archduke. However did they find a crown big enough for his head?
Archduke? Lord Gortash is a trifle young for that, don't you think? Not that anyone cares what you think, or me for that matter.
Hello, old friend. Oh, so I assume. I used to know everybody around town, but now I'm a new man. Messed up is what I was before. I was a playwright who lost the will to create. Now I see just how little that matters.
You talk about the honor of your order, but what about my honor? I made a deal.
Stog, if you want to join the Vigilant Knights, you have to quit beating people up.
My sister Gerva has talked me into joining her Holy Helm Order, but I got a job to finish first.
Breaking the knees of debtors for the guild isn't honest work, and you know it. That's why you're giving it up.
But I already took the money for it from Uktar, so I gotta follow through. It's like an oath or something. And I know you understand oaths, Gerva.
What am I going to tell the Vigilant Knights, Doug? That you're knee-breaking for goodness?
Helmsgaze, you sound like a guild lawyer. You must think I'm pretty dumb. And maybe I am. Because I'm going back to return Uktar's money. Don't wait up, Gerva. Might take me a while to crawl back home with 2 busted knees. Still here, stranger?
Just one more, Stug. From one warrior to another, I must say, it's just embarrassing the way the Flaming Fist lets this murderer go around killing people and getting away with it. You don't need subtlety to sort these matters out, just persistence. That's what I told Commander Portier, anyway. I'd start a special crime unit. A half-dozen hard cases. Grab some likely losers in the back alleys and beat on them until we got some answers. Commander Portier says she already has some investigators she trusts. Soft-talking namby-pambies, I'd wager. But when they fail, and they will, count on it, she knows where to find Dame Gizarm. And then it'll be my turn.
I sure wouldn't want to be one of the Flaming Fists. They got the shittiest job in town. Believe me, I know something about knocking heads together.
Try and get fresh tomorrow. See Alan at the bar for drinks. I'm busier than a 2-pecker go.
As far as I'm concerned, Lord Gortash gets the benefit of the doubt. Until he does something obviously wrong, he's got my support. We can't afford to be squabbling with the Absolute crawling up our asses.
If it were up to me, I'd replace all the Flaming Fists with Steel Watchers. At least the big teapots don't make lewd suggestions when you pass by. They smell better too.
Just between us, I don't believe everything I hear from Archduke Gortash. He's entirely too slick to be trustworthy.
I've been thinking about it. No, I feel bad about all them refugees, but we just can't let them flood into the city. We'd be overwhelmed. In fact, that's probably the Absolute Army's plan.
A new Archduke? Fancy. Never had one of them before.
Gortash, Archduke of Baldur's Gate. I hear he's moved into the penthouse at Wyrm's Rock. That place must cost a fortune. Per diem.
Drink up, Blas. We're celebrating. If you won't drink with me, I bet this stranger will. Right, stranger? I'm Clovia Throaks. Pleased to meet you. Our son Gaspar has finally found himself a proper job.
Aye, security at the Steel Watch Foundry. But I still wish he'd taken up the family business.
Now, Blas, you know Gaspar never had the patience for all the stitching a tailor has to do. Sewing rabbit-skin cloaks. Well, that's all right for some, I guess, but not for our Gaspar.
No, our Gaspar preferred hanging around the guild hall. I was afraid he was going to end up as a guild bone breaker.
Good thing I introduced him to darling Tamia Holst. She straightened Gasper out. Found him a place in the foundry. Perceptive one, aren't you? Blast. Plum bubbles may have gone to my head. But I guess it's time to tell you. I'm leaving you. I'm starting a new life with Tamia. I'm going to sell the business. The money we used to start it was mine in the first place. I'm afraid that's it. For throats, for cloaks. Oh, dear. The bottle's empty. Let's have another and talk about it.
I think I need to take a walk. In a minute.
I thought you were going for...
What? Oh, you're still...
Aye, aye. Pull up a seat. If you can find one spare, that is. With all this talk of war, what else the folk to do but drink? I reckon the murder we'd had something to do with it too. Got punters all intrigued. On that morbid note, what can I get you fine self? Going to make this place famous, I reckon. Victim is a bloody duke. Boleyn Stelmane. Well, she was a duke. Now she's just bloody. I reckon I'll be able to charge double for that room once the constable's done with it. Murders and ghosts are always grand for business. At least, I hope. It's been slim pickings since the Absolute butchered that supply convoy. But have a look. Fill your boots.
Pardon me, sir. I'll bet you have someone who'd like a nice piece of jewellery. At discount price. For a good cause. Escape. Escape from Baldur's Gate for my husband and me. Lord Gortash wants Marek's head, so we have to get out. There's a smuggler's sloop leaving for Waterdeep with 2 birds left. But the captain wants a fortune for him. This necklace is all I have. I understand. Sorry to bother you, sir. Maybe Marek will have more luck than I'm having.
Halt, Civvy. Turn back. This is an active crime scene.
Hold on, Thornhill. I'm tired of standing here. Devella's been up there for ages. Some diversion would be welcome.
Constable Devella said she wasn't to be...
Investigator Valyria outranks her. As you were, Civvy. Fair warning, though. She's in a foul mood.
Stelmane's parlor. A place to receive clients and informants. I wonder if it's as I remember it.
Oh, bollocks! I told those idiots not to let anyone through. You. Name, rank, and reason for interrupting an active crime scene. For your sake, the last one better be bloody good. To fetch her another bottle of mead, no doubt. Yes, I'm Devella, the unfortunate colleague. Unless you've got useful information, leave me to my work. Duke Stelmane's dead, and I've got to find who killed her. Gods. That's it. proof that I was right. I've been working on an assignment, see? A research project of sorts. I knew my conclusions were sound, but this... I never expected this. I'll tell you what I know. A century ago, there was a man, Saravok Anchev. He was a child of the god of murder, Baal. He ruled the Iron Throne, a dark tower hiding a darker secret. It was the front for a deadly arms-dealing network. There, Saravok amassed an army and sought to become a god. Under his stewardship, the Baal temple was revived. And with it, the Baal cult itself. Fortunately, the temple was destroyed. And to cleanse the city of Saravok's memory, the Iron Throne was torn from its foundations and cast into the Chionthar. For most, that was the end of it. But cults like that don't disappear overnight. That list you spoke of confirms I'm right. The Baal cult is back. And someone is out there, continuing Saravok's work. God save us all if you're right. But I believe it. Whoever it is, they're intimately familiar with Saravok's work. The brutality of the killings is on a par with Saravok's own. But there's something more here. Something new. There's a reverence to these murders. A certain flair. It's as if they were done in worship. The precision of the cuts. The depth, the execution. The best butchers in Faerun couldn't make a cut like that. Trust me, I've asked them. I tried to explain all this to my superiors, but they wouldn't have any of it. They told me to drop it. Told me the city doesn't need another conspiracy theorist and to get back to doing my job before they find someone else to do it for me. But you're not bound by such constraints. Oh, help me out here. Help the city out. I bet if you follow the trail of these murders, you'll be able to unearth the truth of this resurgence. There are patriarchs on the murder target list. I'm oath-bound to secure them first, so I'll be heading to the upper city next. While I'm there, the other potential victims will be at risk. Could you warn them? Not from round here, are you? We're in Baldur's Gate. This is just how things work. Thank you. That's all I can ask, and more than I hoped. Once I'm done with the Patriarchs, I'll head to Basilisk Gate to have another go at convincing my superiors to put some resources into this matter. Meet me there if you've anything more to report. And good luck.
Ring. Safe to say the killer isn't motivated by riches.
And not even hissy ruins or palace shadows could stop us. Nah, you'd have been fine without me. But the company was welcome.
A
lot of blood. And some pink stains? In my experience, it's best to pay for the beds before sleeping in them.
How's your shift going? A rich arsehole sent us drink like 3 times. Something over there. So I in this last one. Ah, you found my hiding spot. Not a word to Alan. He doesn't believe in things like breaks. Or eating.
Larissa, I'd be more than happy to help you out at work. I could...
No, focus on your music. Besides, I'll be living a life of luxury when your school takes off. Right? I keep telling her that.
Larissa!
All right. The hero and I will stop teasing. For now.
I'll never get tired of this view.
Same here.
We made it, Larissa.
Damn right. And not even pissy druids or cursed shadows could stop us.
Only because I had you.
Nah, you'd have been fine without me. But the company was welcome.
I'll never get tired.
Same here. A rich arsehole sent his drink like 3 times. So I spat in his last one.
Are the gods truly this petty?
Baldur's Gate. You know, I never quite believed I'd actually make it back. Wasn't until we got within reach of Wyrm's Crossing that it felt real. It's so strange. I don't remember much of it, yet I can't help feel like I know it. It feels like home. I suppose I am. Though the chance to savor the moment might be brief, given all that still lies ahead of us.
This is the city proper, is it? I didn't expect it to be so outrageously... ordinary. Vlaakith's left hand and her right. Commander of all dragons, chosen of the Queen Regent. Not since Vlaakith I has a Bart to Vlaakith been anointed. Another empty promise. Only a naive fool would believe otherwise. The kind of fool I was not so long ago. Mark my words, you might as well ask me to gouge out my eyes for the promise of sight, or slice off my tongue for the promise of taste. Consume all the gate tadpoles you wish. I'm not so craven. Gladly.
God, this is the first time in 200 years I've seen these streets in the sunlight. You can forget just how much color there is in the world. Oh, yes, your trademark wit. Now, what do you want exactly?
There's a war on. Damn rat. Oi, you! I thought I asked you to clean the rats out of this cellar yesterday already. Hop to it. Get in there. No, I need them rats taken care of. Here's the deal. I'll keep a lookout for murderers. You murder the rats! I can see in your eyes you want to warn me of killers again. No! The only murder I want to hear of is rat murder. Begone!
Welcome.
Rovere burned the bullier base again, and now I have to scrub the pot. Some chef he is.
No time for playing with cats, especially lazy lumps that won't catch rats.
Hello, servant. Kill those.
The cellars are just down the stairs. There, you'll find my old lodgings.
Let's have some fun. Mutilate them. Allow me to demonstrate.
It shall be done.
I am fury. I am death. My path be true.
The wine cellar. There's a hidden door that leads further in. The mechanism to open it is somewhere among the wine racks. Good. On the other side, you'll find a passageway, known only to those invited to do business.
Awakened. Blackest forces are near.
Get rid of them, quickly!
We will be ready. In the meantime, tear everything. Whereabouts?
To fight, and now you have one.
Get Yankee. Vlaakith has found us. Get rid of them, quickly!
Lae'zel, glad you could join us. The Kithraki have spread word of that artifact that you carry. Tell me, Lae'zel of Kalir, what reward do you think the what honors, what riches? Stand down! The Undying Queen cares all that the false. I will leave nothing behind but meat and shattered bone. Damnable! I will Shamaz!
Survive this.
Vlaakith's will be done.
Taking my cue.
Let's get this over with.
Let's get on with it.
fighting.
No gloom, all doom. Step by step. No advantage is unfair.
I am fury. I am death.
Mistra Rill.
Victory awaits.
Time to kill.
Confucio! Confucio!
Can't afford to let up.
May the dice roll in my favor. outflank, outsmart.
I will ascend.
Talk to me.
A tale for the ages. Indeed.
Victory awaits.
Concentrate. Heading there.
A rough tempest I will raise.
Swift and lethal.
Confusio! Confusio!
Onward. Not the bravest strategy, I'll admit.
What fools these mortals be. Checkmate.
I will ascend.
lance board is set.
Blackhead is relentless. You handled it well. Let us hope she exhausts her forces soon.
My faith will guide me.
Now search the room. There's a statue that conceals the way through. I'll reveal it to you.
Take your...
That's curious.
Thank you for bringing me back. Look around. You'll find some of my things still intact. Perhaps even useful. My old wardrobe. The home of all my disguises. We are what we appear to be, and so appearances matter.
Over there.
A shell. A keepsake from my final voyage. Pinched in a moment of sentimentality. Otherwise, it looks to be complete. I don't need it anymore, but the memory stirs something in me still. There she is, in all her glory. Duke Baldur Stelmane, my old partner. First purchase as an adventurer. No use to me anymore. It's yours, if you want it. Rascal's collar. My poor four-legged friend. Their lives are so brief, so simple, and yet full. Villains and lawbreakers. You see, I tried to exercise morality where I could. An old container for brains. Empty. Shame. It would have been nice to find one to sustain me now. A recipe for fiddlehead soup. A favorite meal of mine. When I had need of meals like that.
Could be interesting. As you wish.
What's next?
Quite ready for you.
Also got some fruit this time.
You kill the rats, yes? I heard commotion in the cellar. Good. Perfect. Here, you take this. And do not worry. Chef Revere's eyes will be kept most peeled for murderous knaves. Just lying. Chef Revere. Playing with cats, especially lazy lumps that won't catch rats.
Welcome back. What can I do you for?
your desire.
Look away. Act like you don't know me. Come on, be a pal.
Snappy dresser, that Willoughby. Though he should lose the monocle.
Get ready. I hear this guy is really good. My buddy Roanoke almost pissed himself laughing.
This dwarf in the audience matches the description of that serial killer. He bears watching.
What in the hell's are you staring at? Well, I got spinach in my teeth. No. And it isn't sucker or patsy either. Whatever your con is, try it on someone else.
I am hopeful that we shall be thoroughly entertained.
Welcome to the elf song.
Hey, smart stuff. I'm Willoughby, the comedian. And we got a little contest here called a Laugh Riot. You want to play along? It's all about the Boffo-Yoks. We see who can tell the funniest stories, and the winner gets the prize. Great! I'll go first to show you how it's done, and then you can see if you can top me. Hello, Baldurians! You know, I wouldn't be here tonight, except my wife ran off with a cambium. That's right, I got fiend zoned. We used to have a drow comedian. I had to ask her to stop casting Tasha's hideous laughter on the audience. Then I asked her how many drow it takes to light a torch, and she said, none. We have dark vision. So I killed her.
The elf song patrons think that one's funny. There may be hope for you yet.
Your turn, smart stuff. Knock 'em dead, but not literally. Got me? Got me with an ancient jest that's older than I am. Didn't I tell this joke already?
A single person applaud.
Sorry, smart stuff. No joy for you, I'm afraid. But that sounds... Hey, hello! Then I...
The elf song.
Your turn, smart stuff. Knock 'em dead. Got me with an ancient jest that's older than I am. Win or lose, I'm stealing that one. Pig jokes are never wrong. Well done.
Cheers, whistles, and applause. You're almost shocked.
Yeah, you're hilarious. Now get out of here before I lose my job. You know what? Second best. Me. Maybe it's time for this old boy to find a new grift.
You're not really...
You look closely at the young woman. Dilated pupils and palpitations. She's a silk root abuser.
Don't get all high and mighty with me. I hear the potion is jingling in your pack. Don't talk to me.
For once Dad lost. Maybe he can retire some of those jokes now. Though I do like the one about killing the drow.
This guy was funny the other night. Of course, I had more to drink then.
Now that was funny. I needed a good laugh. Grim times, eh, stranger?
All night long.
I say, this Willoughby...
Peace delivered. Yes. These tax hikes are enough to make my eyes water.
The one she didn't
Submission is salvation. Only Lord Gortak can protect us from the world-ending monstrosity of the Absolute. As the Absolute's forces stalk ever closer, take solace